right. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Man, it's been a while, huh? Hi, Mio. Saldin, hi. Great to see you guys. How's it going? Let's see. Just chilling? Yeah. One stream that I won't miss? Sounds great. Yeah. Believe it or not. So, welcome to Valbo, first things first. This is my parents' house. I'm streaming from right now, which you would think that that means that I would have a better setup this time around. But believe it or not, if anything, the setup I have this time around is even more scuffed than last time. Uh, so if you remember last time, I had my camera placed on like a box of Christmas candles, is what it was propped up on top of. And this time around, it is propped up on an old winter boot. Uh, so I actually have like a boot standing on my table right now to hold up the camera for you guys. Uh, so that's great. I also have a table lamp to light up so you actually can see me. Otherwise, I would look like this right now, which isn't great. So I have to move that over here as well. Rare Jolt home showcase stream when? Yeah. Maybe sometime to do a bit of a house tour in here. So yeah, I'm thinking if we can just wait a couple of minutes to let people join in while we wait. Uh, we should probably do a bit of a sound check though. Do I sound good? First things first. Can you hear my mic just fine? Sound decent? Sound beautiful? Thank you. Sounds great. All right. Let's try the presentation as well, if that actually sounds good, because last time it didn't when we started the stream. So let's just check. Uh, if I play this sound here, is that way too loud? Can you guys hear it at all? Just checking. That works? Nice. Okay, good. Don't need to deal with that this time around then. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This stream probably could have happened earlier, but I just haven't had the energy to work on it. The heat has been really taking it out of me the last couple of like weeks essentially. So yeah, this stream has been like almost finished for a long time. It just hasn't happened quite yet. But I figured it was about time. Like there's about a month left before the next semester of school starts. Yeah, we need to get this over with sometime. Better late than never. Yeah, no, that's kind of like a running theme with these PR presentations anyway. They're never really on time, but they happen eventually, usually. So yeah, I guess a lot has happened since last time. I guess I told a few people, but I've got a Switch 2 now at least. So if I were to have more tournaments, then we wouldn't have to deal with controller issues. Hopefully. Uh, Also, have you actually tried playing Smash on Switch 2? It's crazy. The load times are insane. Yeah, no, the better load times are actually crazy. Like you actually can see your character's skin immediately. That's wild. Also, if you try playing classic mode, that is downright funny as well because there's like you can't even see the matchup you're about to play. Like it immediately loads instantly, right? Don't have to wait for Isabel's salt colors. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. Oh wow, we've got 7 viewers in here already. All right. I guess I'm technically one of them. I have the stream up on my phone here on the side as well to actually be able to read chat, but still. All right. In that case, oh, Shiny Letters as well. Hi. DR as well. Yeah. All for the low, low price of a kidney. Exactly. Honestly, though, by the sound of things, Nintendo might be raising prices of like Switch 2s as well. They're apparently gonna do it to like regular Switches and Switch OLEDs like pretty soon. They announced, so the, it might as well have been like I'm thankful I got my Switch 2 pretty early. I think it's already done. No, I don't know if the price raises has already happened. I think they announced that it's going to at least. On a break at work? Oh, perfect time then to join in, Shine Lettuce. Great to have you here. All right, but in that case, I think it's about time to start this. Uh, so let's see. I'm gonna tab over. No, hello, there. I'll import a Switch 2 from Germany. From Germany, yeah. I actually got mine from Poland, believe it or not. Uh, I was looking for it when I was on a trip down to Mallorca, but they were sold out like literally everywhere. I think they had like 200 people or something waiting in queue in one place to get a Switch 2. It was crazy. Uh, but it just so happened that my dad was on a trip to Poland at the same time anyway, so he was able to pick it up for me. It was definitely better prices than here in Sweden, at least, even if it was not as low as it was in Spain. Uh, but anyways, yeah, I think it's about time to start. So, in that case, hello? Huh? Why is nothing happening? What? Wait, what is this now? I thought, okay, apparently we're gonna have technical issues still. Okay. Better. Yeah. Okay, so let's do take two of that one. So, hello and welcome everybody to the Gotland Guardian Spring 2025 SSBU PR stream. Yes, claps all around. Let's go. It's finally happening. It's time. So, yeah, just like last season, we're going to go over a bunch of different things in this stream. We're going to look at different stats. We're going to take a look at the results from things like the Phoenix brackets and the side tournaments, things like that. We're going to be handing out PR medals. Of course, we're going to be revealing the actual PR graphic like towards the end of this. Uh, and I've also got a bit of special content towards the end you want to stick around for. So yeah, look forward to that. Uh, but so to start off with, let's take a look at some of the statistics from this season. So, if you remember last season, the fall 2024 season, during that we had a total of 64 entrants and 19 unique entrants over the course of 7 tournaments, which gives us an average of around 9.1 entrants per tournament. Now, if we take a look at this season, the spring 2025 season, which is a bit longer, there's a lot more, there's more time to have tournaments during the spring season. But anyways, if we take a look at the stats from that one, we had a total of 110 entrants and a total of 26 unique entrants over the course of 11 tournaments, which gives us an average of exactly 10 entrants per tournament, which is a pretty great increase actually. That's like great to see. And this is actually a bit of a strange trend break when you think about it. The fact that we have more entrants during a spring season isn't too strange necessarily. That has happened before, although this is a notable increase. Like it's almost like one entire more person per tournament, which is great to see. But if you look at the way that these entrants have been distributed throughout the season, you will see something very strange actually compared to the previous seasons. So, if we compare it to begin with the spring 2023 season, which was the first spring season I was on the island, the graph for the attendance looked about like this, essentially. So you see that it starts off pretty strong. It climbed up to a total of 16 entrants for both the third and the fifth tournaments, which is some great numbers. But after that, you see that it dropped off pretty dramatically after that, ending at around 8 entrants for the last tournament, which is, yeah, no, it's a lot of people. 16 people for a tournament is really great numbers. But yeah, you can see that towards the end of the seasons, a lot of people like either got busy with schoolwork or left the island or, they got bored of the scene, whatever. They just didn't attend anymore. And if we go forward to look at the next season, the next spring season, the 2024 spring season, you see a pretty similar sort of graph, actually. You see that it started off slightly lower at 8 people for the first tournament, but then it grew steadily towards the sixth tournament, which was a pretty big tournament. That was like pretty hyped up. We had a lot of like returning players and invaders for that tournament. It was pretty great. So yeah, that tournament got up to 15 people. Uh, but after that, we see that it once again dropped off pretty dramatically towards the end of the season, ending at only 5 entrants for the last tournament. And I believe 5 people for a tournament is actually currently tied for the lowest attendance we have had at a Gotland Guardians tournament. There's only been like one other tournament that has had like that low of a number of people. Um, but then we go forward to this last season, the spring 2025 season, and suddenly the graph looks like this. And this doesn't really happen. Like I've been genuinely confused about the people attending these tournaments this time around, which is really funny. Like the attendance graph is way more even this time around, as you can see, but it has also been steadily climbing throughout the course of the season, ending at like the season highest for the 11th tournament at 14 people, uh, which yeah, it's really funny. It's been great to see this scene grow like all throughout the season, throughout the last season as well. Actually, uh, yeah, stonks indeed. It's time to invest. Uh, so yeah, thank you all so much for joining these tournaments. Is what I want to say with this. Like this has been absolutely fantastic to see. Uh, but yeah, I do remember that I got a few questions like towards the last tournament or such about like different attendance rates for previous seasons. And I remember that the biggest tournament that I have attended on Gotland here was actually during the fall 2022 season. The first tournament that I ever attended actually, which had a total of 18 people in it. And the largest Gotland Guardians like Smash Bros tournaments we have ever had was in 2019, like shortly after the game released, where we had a tournament with 24 people in it, which is absolutely crazy. I highly doubt they had time for a side tournament in that tournament. Um, oh no, Mio's internet is lagging. That sucks. Uh, I hope it's on your end at least, because I can see myself having some lag since I'm stringing off of Wi-Fi at the moment. Yeah, 24 people is crazy, but that only did happen once, and it was in 2019, shortly after the game had released. So that the hype was pretty much like at its highest at that time. But yeah, I have no idea how 24 people managed to fit in the G building because I think they were still using that like the same venue that we're using for that tournament. So that must have been quite crowded for that one. Uh, but yeah, Yeah, oh god, indeed. But yeah, so speaking of the side tournaments, we're gonna go over the different winners of those throughout the course of this season. So, uh, throughout the course of this entire season, we had a total of 10 side tournaments. So, to go over them one by one, we will start off with the Nintendo Land Attraction Tour. This was a bit of a smaller tournament for sure, but it was really fun, definitely. We had a surprising amount of people who came to watch us live while we were playing that one, I remember, which was really fun to see. It was quite even as well, I remember. It came down to a tiebreaker in the end between Lucy and Shiny Lettuce in Metroid Blast that they'd settled it in. And in the end, the win went to Shiny Lettuce. Congratulations. Uh, yeah, drum rolls. Congratulations, Shine Letters, for winning the first side tournament of the season. The again surprising but definitely not unwelcome return of Nintendo Land. It was really fun to have that back. Uh, but yeah, moving on to the next tournament, we get to the first time where we had SSBU doubles as our side tournament. We had this twice throughout the course of this season, and this was definitely the smaller one of these two tournaments. I believe we only had three teams actually in the tournament, so it was borderline an actual tournament at that point. Uh, but yeah, in the end, the win for this tournament went to Saladin and Kaio. Yeah, congratulations to you two. Uh, you're gonna see a bit of a pattern throughout the rest of these tournaments with Saladin winning quite a few of them. I'm gonna spoil that right now. Uh, but anyways, oh, he run in chat as well. Hello. Yeah, let's go Saladin indeed. Uh, But yeah, so next up, we have the SSBU Swapped Mains tournament. So this is the tournament where you played Smash Bros. Ultimate, but you played your opponent's main rather than your own. If you remember last season, we had the reverse mains where you played the opposite of your character, but this one was actually you playing your opponent's characters instead, which was really fun. It definitely led to some very scuffed moments. But in the end, the winner for this tournament went to me. Yes. Thank you so much. It was really fun tournament. So yeah. But yeah. So next up, Little League Blaze, the classic gold baseball game, which was again, I've led some very hype moment. We had what was Shulk's opposite? I believe, if I remember correctly, I was playing Greninja in that tournament. Uh, I think that's what I settled for. Yeah, I put together like a whole Excel sheet of what every character's difference, like the opposite character would be, and I believe Shulk's the opposite went to Greninja. Uh, but yeah, so Lethal League Plays definitely has some hype moments. We had quite a few people who entered this tournament. I personally I watched this from the sidelines, but it went to some great matches all around. But in the end, the win for this tournament went to none other than Saladin. Yes, congratulations, Saladin, once again for winning the side tournament. Right. Then after that, we had the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising tournament. The tournament that I basically got forced into attending personally. I was planning on watching this from the sidelines, but people just peer pressured me into playing this game for some reason. I should give a big shout out to Raxi though, for actually putting together, like editing a whole video, like explaining the basics of the game to me, so I didn't go into the tournament completely blind. I actually had some help beforehand. Uh, so overall, fun game. But I do remember that I did end up getting eliminated by AG, who immediately have to had to leave the tournament afterwards to actually get on the bus in time. So that was, yeah, that was maybe not the greatest tournament experience. But anyways, in the end, the win of the Grand Blue Fantasy versus tournament went to Saladin once again. Congratulations, Saladin, for winning yet another side tournament. Oh, we have Iron Took in chat as well. Hello, Took. What's up? Yes, thank you indeed. Congratulations, Saldin. I should play more Grand Blue. Maybe sometime. We'll see about that one. Uh, Anyways, next up, it is the SSBU Squad Strike tournament. This was a tournament that I had been looking forward to personally, for sure. I think Squad Strike is a ton of fun in Smash Bros, and it leads to some like really interesting tactical gameplay, trying to sort of counterpick your opponent's characters, and like different order, different characters, all things like that. But anyways, so in the end, this tournament went to Kaffemug. Yes, congratulations, Kaffemug. Uh, the this is our second player who is also going to be reoccurring a lot throughout the rest of these side tournaments. I will spoil that one as well for you. Uh, but yeah, so next up, it is Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. The game that had been just released essentially by the time we held that tournament. It was brand new by that time, so it was fun the timing to get to have a tournament in that game right then. Uh, and you know, as you might expect for one of these fighting game tournaments, yeah, the win did go to Saladin. Yeah, congratulations, Saladin, for the win of that one as well. After that, we reached the second to last of the side tournaments, which was once again in SSBU doubles. This tournament was a fair bit bigger than the last time we had doubles beforehand. I believe we had at least 5 teams this time around, which was great to see. And we had some great moments, some very tragic moments as well. I still remember that game between losing Klokmakeren and MG Gravel and Obama Gaming. That was very unfortunate with the SDs there. But anyways, in the end, this tournament went to Kafmug and Saladin. Uh, Crazy combination, I know. Who could have ever expected those two to have won a tournament when teaming up together? Uh, yeah. Meanwhile, I was playing with someone who was completely new to the tournaments, who actually played like surprisingly well. I forget their name, unfortunately, but I remember us getting like surprisingly far in the tournament together. Like they really kept up, especially for being like a new player to the scene. Kafmug is my nemesis. I will eat him. Please do, Irotuk. Someone has to take him down eventually, right? But anyways, oh, actually, yeah, I forgot about that. We had another tournament in Guilty Gear Strive actually, an absolute classic of the Gotland Guardian side tournaments at this point. Uh, just the FGC side in general of the Gotland Guardian scene has seen a lot of Guilty Gear Strive tournaments, so definitely a popular game here. Uh, and this time around, the win for this tournament went once again to Saladin. Yeah, no surprise there. We get another fighting game tournament where Saladin just absolutely dominated the competition and took home the win. So congratulations, Saladin. Uh, Again, yeah, I think you can see a bit of a pattern with the people winning these tied tournaments, like the last 6 we went through at this point. Uh, but anyways, finally, this leads us to the SSPU crew battle that we ended on once again. Uh, so I can't say that this crew battle was particularly even, perhaps, between Team Stayers and Team Leavers, but it definitely led to some great moments as well. I think we're all gonna remember Lucky Soup's attempts to just hit Oleastic whatsoever towards the end of that game. Meanwhile, Oleastic was just tearing through player after player, just eliminating everyone. It was actually crazy to see. Uh, but yeah, poor Lucky Soup had the odds stacked against her at the very end there. But yeah, so in the end, the win of this tournament went to Team Stayers, which you know also included Kafamug and Saladin in the team, so they took home that one as well. Let's go indeed. Yeah. All right. So, going through all the side tournament winners, yeah, congratulations to all of you. Applauses all around. But yeah, we will now move on to the Things Brackets winners. So, throughout the course of this season, we had a total of 3 tournaments with different Phoenix brackets in them, which was the 8th tournament back in April. We had one on the 10th tournament, which was the later one in May. And then lastly, we had one at the 11th tournament in June. And these 3 tournaments went to the players of MG Gravel, Lucy, and MG Gravel once again. So congratulations to you two for taking home these Phoenix brackets. Um, by the way, I definitely never said that anyone else won the Phoenix bracket for the 8th tournament. You have no evidence. That never happened. Uh, but yeah, congratulations to you too for taking home Phoenix brackets. There was some fierce competitions during these tournaments as well. We saw a bit of that on the stream as well. Yellow Rat did indeed take home a win. Um, right, so that moves us on to the PR medal winners. So these are the awards that we every season vote on between all of the people who have qualified for the PR, and we have a few different categories that we're going to hand out this time around. So if we firstly look at the people who actually qualified for the PR this season, these are all of the players that participated in at least 3 tournaments throughout the course of this season, which is pretty much the standard way that we do it. So we have enough data to go on. So these are all of the players that are going to be able to qualify for the PR medals, go on the PR graphic, things like that. And this season, we had a total of 11 players who qualified for. Sorry, 11 players who qualified for the PR. Uh, imagine participating. True. I can't blame you for not participating yourself, though, Shine Let Us. You were quite busy towards the end of this season. Did I win? Maybe you did. We'll see. But yeah, we had a total of 11 players who qualified for the PR, and these are the players whose names will appear on the screen right now. So yeah, as you can tell, these are all of the players that you have been able to vote for in all of these different categories, and also the ones that are going to appear on the PR graphic later, who have, the top 8 PR for that. So if we start off with our first category, this is the award for Gotland's GOAT, or essentially the player that most people root for during these tournaments. Uh, this time around, uh, I'm actually going to announce some nominees for these categories. Uh, so, if you remember last season, we essentially had ties in pretty much every category. So I kind of just went through all of the people who actually won these categories. This time around, I've decided to actually go through some of the nominees because we have more categories with decisive winners in them. And these nominees are essentially all the players that got more than a single vote in this category. So 2 votes or more got you into a nominee status for this award. So for the Gotland's Goat Award this season, we had a total of 2 nominees, which are the players of Obama Gaming and Saladin. And the winner of the Gotland's Goats Award for the spring 2025 season is Saladin. Congratulations, Saladin, for the win. I'm not gonna lie, this was one of our most dominant categories this year. I think Saladin actually received over half of all the votes in this category, which is kind of crazy. He just is the goat apparently, like undisputably so. Uh, he is indeed the goat. Which means that he also keeps up his streak of winning like every single PR award from last season, bring it over to the next one, which is really crazy. Like I don't think we've seen a player win these many awards like any time before. Uh, so yeah, congratulations, Saladin. Uh, but next up, we have the Hotshot Award. So, if you remember last season, This award was awarded to, I believe, five different players. Uh, we we just have that really even like award ceremony that time around. Like no one could decide who was the true hotshot of the scene, the player who really like goes for the hype moments and cool plays and plays really flashy. And this time around, that's not quite the case. We do have a decisive winner, but we do still have four different nominees, which is the most out of any category this time around. And these four nominees are Saladin, Lucy, MG Gravel, and Kaffe Mug. So, get your bets in, people. Who do you think is going to win the Hotshot Award this time around? Drum roll, please. The winner is. You voted on this? Have not been Gotland in 4 years. That's what we like to hear, too. But yeah, the winner is MG Gravel. Yes, congratulations, Gravel, for your first PR medal this season, coming in, taking the scene by an absolute storm. It's been great to see like a rookie come in and just capture players' heart like this. And it makes sense for Little Mac players to do this. He has some catchphrase after all. Ha Comedan. We all know the KO punch plays he's been going for throughout the course of this season. So yeah, congratulations, Gravel, for the PR award. But anyways, so next up, it's time for Gotland's underdog. So everyone loves an underdog, of course. They might not get the most wins throughout the course of the season, but you always root for these people. You want to see them do well in these tournaments. And this time around, we had two players who were fairly dominant in this category, actually. Uh, so actually, we have two winners, believe it or not, in this category. So I'm just going to go through the winners this time around rather than the nominees. Uh, and these two winners are none other than Obama Gaming and MG Gravel. So congratulations to you two. You're both going to have this wolf on your PR medal this time around. Congratulations to you both. Both of the two of the new rookies to the scene, just absolutely capturing the every heart of the players around here. Uh, so yeah, congratulations to the underdog award. But that brings us over to the biggest growth of the season, which is a fairly self-explanatory award. It's the player who really has, been growing throughout the course of the season, been getting better and better results, and you can tell how they have improved over the course of the season. And this time around, this category also has two nominees. And these two players are none other than MG Gravel and Lucy. So, this time around, the award for the biggest growth of the season, of the spring 2025 season, is none other than MG Gravel. Yes, congratulations again to Gravel. Actually sweeping all of the awards this time around. Gravel sweep indeed. Congratulations. He truly has been like a really popular player throughout the course of this season. Everyone loves the Little Mac. So yeah, that is Ramsey Gravel's third PR medal for the season. Uh, but anyways, this brings us to the last award this time around, which is the award for the best coach. This is actually a new award that was suggested in the PR survey for the last season. And this award essentially goes to the player that has taught the most about the game to people, who has been, supporting them and teaching them new things, coaching them, maybe even mid-set, telling them different tips about how to beat their opponents, and really just helped people grow throughout the course of the season. And this time around, this category has three different nominees. And these players are Kaffemug, Jolt, and Saladin. And this time around, the award for the best coach, the PR medal for this season, goes to none other than Jolt, me. Yes, thank you all so much, people. Uh, this was also a fairly dominant category. I believe I actually received like half of the votes in this category myself, which is absolutely crazy. Um, I I do feel somewhat concerned about the people who voted for Kafamug in this category, though, because I'm worried about what those people actually learned about the game throughout the course of this season. Shake my own hand, yes, I will. Thank you all so much. But yeah, so thank you all so much for this award. Uh, and this brings us to the PR reveal itself. So, just like last season, I'm going to go over all of the top 8 players in the scene, starting from the 8th player going all the way up to the first place. And I'm going to be, showing off the different characters they've played. I've tried to find every character that these players have played throughout the course of this season. I probably missed a few, to be honest, but it should be almost exhaustive at least. Uh, you're a good thing for Gotland. Thank you, the Iron Took. Great to hear. Uh, but yeah, so starting off the peer reveal with 8th place, this player is, a first year student who has been coming over to the scene, who's going to the tournaments fairly regularly, who plays this tournament, who played throughout the course of this season, Lucina and Ness. Who could this possibly be? A certain Ness main who has been picking up the Lucina in later times. Yes, of course, it is none other than Vive. Congratulations, Vive, for receiving 8th place in this ranking. I should mention, by the way, that the ranking this time round was very even, especially towards like the 8th place sort of area. Like between 8th and 5th place, it was kind of a toss up, like who would take home the different places. But yeah, Vive is going to end up on 8th place. So congratulations, Vive, for playing your heart out this season. And this moves us on to 7th place. This is another player who has been playing a few different characters throughout the course of this season. They should look quite familiar to you if you've attended these tournaments. This is someone who hasn't missed a single tournament throughout the course of this season. Uh, and again, had some very even matchups, had some great matchups against a certain Byleth player in particular that you're going to see later. It's not Mio, unfortunately. Uh, the Mio is not ranked this time around, but I can see how the Isabel would fool you. But no, the award for 7th place this season is going to go to Lucy. Congratulations, Lucy, for playing like so well throughout the course of this season. Like there's a good reason why you were nominated for the biggest growth of the season this time around. The N64 controller truly has been putting in work for you. Mio's my goat. Yeah, no, Mio's everyone's goat. Mio's great, but he sadly hasn't been on the island this time around. Uh, but yeah, anyways, moving on to 6th place. This is a player who has been playing a bit of a solo main throughout the course of this entire season. Absolutely iconic character pick at this point. You can truly say that Ta Komedan, it is none other than the people's favorite MG Gravel. Yes, congratulations, Gravel, for 6th place. Absolutely just entering the scene as a new player and tearing up the competition. It's been really great to see you do like this well for your first season. And yeah, I truly hope for the best for you coming up on later years here. Uh, but yeah, after that, it's time for 5th place. And this time around, the 5th place player is a bit of a veteran in the scene, you could say. The other half of the classic Pichu versus Byleth combo has been playing a bit of the Lucina as well, especially towards the later half of the season. Lucina seems to be a character that kind of has just gained in popularity quite a bit throughout the course of this season. Uh, but yeah, has mainly stuck to the Byleth overall. And this player is none other than Klokmakaren. Of course it is. Yes, congratulations, Klokmakaren. Absolute veteran in the scene. It's been so great to have you here. Another player who just hasn't missed a single tournament throughout the entirety of this season and like the last season as well. So absolutely regular in the scene. It's been great to have you here. It's gonna be sad to see you go, but yeah, some of us just have to leave the scene eventually. Uh, but anyways, this brings us to fourth place. I'm so out of the loop. I don't know most of this place. I need to get back to Gotland and hang out again. Of course, we'd love to have you back. There's a lot of new people who have come into the scene. You're gonna love them, I'm sure, Tuk. But yeah, so time for fourth place. And this is a player who has been playing a lot of different characters this season, actually. But they are for sure mostly known for the Sonic. We have seen quite a few pretty long-winded Sonic dittos with this player, uh, but it's been really fun to have them here. And yeah, after all of these tournaments are said and done, the fourth place award has been awarded to Ramobler. Congratulations, Ramobler, for taking home fourth place. Truly, you really cannot call him a character specialist at all. Like he's been playing a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, the Sonic really has been putting in work here, and I guess people really love Sonics here on Gotland. But anyways, so time for third place. And this player is also a very popular player. The only player who has been, swayed to play quite a bit of the Meta Knight this season, surprisingly, but has mainly stuck to his main of Sonic, playing a bit of different characters as well. And this player is, of course, as you might have been able to guess at this point, none other than Saladin. Congratulations, Saladin, for taking home third place this season. Truly the Gotland's GOAT. Let's see, I'm gonna take some more water. Heck yeah, Saladin indeed. Alright, so coming up on second place, this player, who you should know well by now, I highly doubt that this is a surprise to a lot of you. This player has not really played a lot of different characters, brought out the Pyra Mithra like a single time towards the end of the season. Yeah, it's probably says itself by now. It's me, it's Jolt. So yeah, thank you all so much. I've been putting in some hard work throughout the course of this season, and reaching second place has been great. Hey, it's me, true. So yeah, thank you all so much. Jolt the goat, thank you. Uh, but then that leads us to our first place in the scene, who has been undisputedly tearing up the place. And wait, can you guys hear that? Wait a minute. Oh god. Oh no, they're coming. Oh god, it's the army. Run! Oh no! Ah! Yeah, no, this guy plays way too many characters. I I had to skim through so many tournament VODs to be able to find every character that this guy has played. It's no surprise to anyone. The first place of this season goes to Kafamug. Yeah, congratulations, Kafamug, for taking home the dub. It really wasn't in question of who would be taking home first place, but you know, did you really have to bring out Daisy like a single time against Lucy in the middle of the season? Like, you're making my life more difficult here, please. Uh, but yeah, the Lucina really has been tearing through like everyone at this point. Like the you really cannot argue with Kafamug being first place at this point. Uh, so yeah, congratulations, Kafamug, for taking home the win. Uh, but anyways, this means that it is now time to reveal the PR graphic. So hold your breath as you run, because I'm about to show it. Here it comes. Ta-da! Yeah, no, it's great looking for sure. Uh, I try to play around with a bit of the different functions in Top 8er to be able to put together this PR. Of course, there's no PR art this time around, unfortunately. I just had to make the financially responsible decision to not do that this time around. Uh, Fun fact, I almost beat Kafmug, but I did miss a confusion with Mewtwo on the ledge, so I lost. Need to get that run back sometime, I'm sure. Uh, but yeah, we have all of the different PR medals here. So this, I'm sure, is going to look great on the wall in the G building once again. Gravel with those three awards there being awarded to him. Really just a big favorite of the scene at this point. Uh, so yeah, that is the SSBU PR art for the spring 2025 season. Uh, but that because we have revealed this, that doesn't mean that the stream is quite over yet. So I'm gonna have a bit of story time with you all. If we go back to the spring 2024 season, like an entire year ago at this point, essentially. Uh, yeah, I like okay. If we set the scene here, we had a bit of a low point in like the attendance of the scene in general. The last tournament only had 5 people who attended, three of which were going to leave the scene after that season was over. And George was, of course, leaving the island. Ligrafet was no longer going to be the TO here. So, yeah, like no one else really wanted to take up the role of TO at that point. So I didn't really do this because I like really wanted to become TO. I know it's a bit of a thankless job in general. I kind of did it because I really just didn't want to see this scene die, you know. Like these tournaments have meant so much to me throughout the entire time I've been on Gotland. I met so many great people here. I've had so much fun just participating in these tournaments, just taking my mind off all the schoolwork and such. So I just really couldn't see the scene die. I wanted it to live on somehow, and I genuinely thought that I could take on the role of TO, which is why I did it in the first place. But even as I chose to take on the role of TO, a part of me still feared that this was going to be like that I was going to be the last TO of the Gotland Guardians. Uh, like the scene was maybe going to die after me. Uh, and yeah, but I still thought that if I can have a small little scene with like 5 players or something who can meet up like every other weekend and play some games, that sounds fine. That's good enough for me. Uh, and after like the first tournament in the fall 2024 season, I expected that to kind of be the case. We were around 6 people, which was honestly more people than I expected, and we had more newcomers coming in that time than I thought we would have. Uh, so I thought, yeah, no, this is good. I can keep up like this. So imagine my surprise when the next tournament rolls around and suddenly we're 14 people in the venue. Like it absolutely just caught me off guard, like how many people joined the scene so quickly and stuck around for a while too. Because that's the thing, like when I joined the scene first time round, there weren't really that many people throughout my year who really stuck around throughout this tournament and just kept coming back to them. It was only really like a handful of them. So to see all of these new players just join and want to come back for more has been so great to see. And the fact that the narrative throughout my time as TO has just been like constant growth in the scene has been absolutely wild to see. So thank you all so much for joining these tournaments. Like I genuinely had like anxiety about like what would happen if I got sick during one of these tournaments. I had no backup plan for that. Uh, but yeah, I've just been having such a great time being the TO for you all, and it's truly been an honor. Uh, But yeah, now that my time as TO is coming to an end, I have done a bit of digging throughout the course of these SSBU tournaments in the scene. So I'm gonna give you a bit of a short history lesson, you could say. Uh, so yeah, I went through the tournament results throughout like the early parts of the life of Gotland Guardians as a whole, essentially. Uh, so we're gonna go through a little bit of this. So if we take a look at the first season, I'm going to call this generations of different TOs. We have the first generation, which took place between 2018 and 2020, which was spearheaded by Eagle Danger and Xmagas, who I believe were the two TOs at that time. I've met Xmagas, don't really know Eagle Danger, unfortunately. Uh, but yeah, these two players kind of started the Smash Bros. Scene in general shortly after the game released. Um, and I just, gave life to the scene to begin with. So yeah, absolutely thank you so much to these two. After that, the scene took a bit of a break, especially around like COVID, but it did have a comeback in 2021, where it was then taken over by Ollie. So Ollie was the TO of the scene throughout the course of 2021 to the 2022 season. Another player who I actually have met as a returning player to Gotland, a great guy for sure. Nice to meet him, definitely. Uh, but anyways, after the 2022 season is when League of Threat took over. This is around the same time that I joined the scene to begin with. In the second half of 2022, like about the same time that League of Threat became TO here. Uh, so he, an absolute champ who spearheaded these tournaments for the 2 entire years, putting in so much work into these tournaments. Thank you so much for League of Threat. Uh, And this eventually leads us to Generation 4, which has been the seasons that you now have been participating with, which is where I have been TO throughout the course of this school year, 2024 to 2025. Uh, but now that my time is coming to an end here, and it is time to hand over the reins of this tournament, the responsibility to the next generation, and I'm glad to say that this time around we have an entirety of three different people who are gonna take over, and these are Lucy, Neku, and Saladin. Uh, so yes, thank you so much to all of you three. I truly hope for the best to you all in these upcoming tournaments that you're going to be attending. I truly want to see you do great, all of you. Uh, so yeah, look forward to Generation 5. I know that Lucy and Neku in particular are quite big Pokemon fans, and if you ask any Pokemon fan, they're gonna tell you that Generation 5 is the best one. So maybe you have some big things to look forward to. We'll see about that. Uh, so yeah, but with that said, let's see. I'm gonna take some more water. Again, talking for so long truly just makes your throat go dry. Mm. We'll be back sometime, Arntuk. That sounds great. Would love to have you back. Uh, but yeah, now to sort of wind down the stream, as it is kind of coming to an end at this point. I just want to give some special thanks to everyone who has been, attending this scene. So I actually have some notes with me here of all the people I want to thank. Uh, So I'm not going to be reading chat throughout the course of this particular segment. But yeah, so to begin with, I want to give a big thank you to Eagle Danger, X Magas, and Ollie, who, although I wasn't here to witness your particular seasons, uh, I'm still so grateful that you were the TOs throughout the course of this time. Created this great scene that I have been able to take over after you. and you truly have, gave me some great chances to just meet some fantastic people, have some great times just in general. Uh, I also want to give a big thank you to Shiro, the founder of Gotland Guardians, who has been nothing but helpful and just nice and so, supportive of me taking over the scene, just making sure that things went as smoothly as possible, giving me like the different roles in the Discord channel and giving me access to the Gotland Guardians account. So yeah, big thank you to Shiro for all you've done. I also want to thank another Alex, the Alex working at the school, for borrowing me not only the crusty microphone that we used for some of the earlier tournaments that we had to, place in a lamp to hold up, but also for giving me the capture card so we could actually stream this tournament in the first place. So big thank you to Alex for giving me those. I want to give a big thank you to everyone who's tuned in on Twitch as well. Like all of the different Twitch viewers who have been coming into the chat every now and then, even if it was just to like talk smack about the players or convincing them to play Meta Knight for a game or two. Like it's been lovely to have you in the chat. So thank you so much for tuning in for all of these tournaments. I want to give a big thank you to those who came early to all of these tournaments and helped me set them up in the first place, who, brought their own setups and just hung out before these tournaments started. And also those who stayed late afterwards and helped me, place everything back in order, taking everything down and just make sure that everything is as it should be. Big thank you to all of you for doing that. I want to give a thank you to those of you who had to leave the scene or was only able to join us like once or twice, like the invaders, for example, because it's been lovely to have you in the scene as well, even if you couldn't stick around. Uh, you've definitely given us some great times, anyways. So thank you so much for just joining whenever you've been able to. Uh, After that, yeah, I want to give a big thank you to all of the new players who have entered the scene recently. All of you first years, for example, who have joined us recently or come from other schools even to check out these tournaments. It's been absolutely fantastic to see all of you join in and just, participating in these tournaments, just signing up time after time and, hanging out, sharing some laughs, playing some great games. It's been fantastic. Uh, I want to give a big thank you to, of course, to the PR Council, the players who helped me put together the rankings for this season, who, sat together with me in the meetings and put together their own lists to be able to, make allow us to compare them and come up with a finalized ranking for the season. Uh, I also want to thank those who have actually made content for the scene, like whether that has been, making Twitch clips or putting together that one MG gravel video that Loki made, for example. That's really fun to have, and it gives us some great moments to look back to, like afterwards as well. I want to give a thank you to those who invited others to come and play in the scene, who invited their friends over and let them know about the tournaments, who told them about how great of a scene we have here. Uh, and then, of course, I want to give a massive thank you to League Refet for putting together just so much work throughout the time he was the TO here. Like, you have no idea how stressed out he must have been. Like, he had so much statistics that he just kept throughout all of the seasons. He had, like, different projects he worked on with, like, player histories and interviews that he made with the players. Uh, he showed me the reins of how to be a TO in the first place. I never would have been able to do this if it wasn't for him. Uh, and I want to give a big shout out to all of those images that he put together, the photoshopped images that he made to make people sign up for the tournaments. Uh, my favorite one has to be this one in particular, for just being so scuffed in so many different ways. Uh, but it did make people sign up for the tournaments. Uh, So yeah, big thank you to Ligrafet for being our maybe sometimes scuffed TO, but someone who put in so much work over the course of the time he was here. Uh, After that, yeah, a big thank you to Lucy, Neku, and Saladin, all three of them, for taking over the scene after me. I really hope for the best for all of you, and I just want to thank you for keeping this scene alive, making it go on even further, even into the Switch 2 generation, which is kind of crazy. That's gonna be wild to see that go on. Uh, and then, of course, I wanted to thank all of you who just signed up in general for the tournaments. Those of you who participated just in general, who signed up, had some fun games, uh, participated, whether it was in like side tournaments, the main tournaments, just whatever. Such a big thank you for signing up in general. And of course, last but not least, I want to thank all of you who watched this stream. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you all again sometime. Uh, so yeah, that's gonna be it for the PR stream. I thank you so much for tuning in for this. We have gone for an entire hour at this point, actually. Uh, but yeah, that is going to be it. So thank you so much. Let's see, I'm gonna try and pull up the Twitch chat again. It didn't want to load for me. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that is going to be it. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope to be able to come back to the scene sometime, maybe next season, maybe later. We'll see. But I'm sure gonna try to return sometime at the very least. Uh, but yeah, that is my time for as a TO for the Gotland Guardians over. So have a beer and celebrate. Thank you, Took. I'm gonna do something along those lines probably. Uh, but yeah, that is gonna be it. So with that said, I'm gonna be sending out the PR art quite soon here. Uh, but shortly after this stream ends. But anyways, for now at least, I'm gonna say thank you all so much for watching. That is going to be it for me. And I hope you have a great time next season. So goodbye.